Welcome to Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ, bringing you all the highlighted action of the Southern University basketball program. It's brought to you by LaFleur Tillage Construction, Anna Jones State Farm, Cajun Nation Seasoning, Southeast Auto Incorporated, and Care South Medical and Dental. Hello and welcome to Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ, where each week we bring you the exciting action of the Southern University football program. We come to you from the Southern University Mini Dome, also known as the F.G. Clark Activity Center. And of course, we come to you about 4 or 5 times a week on TV, Thursday nights, as you can see on the graphic, on Fox 44 at 10, about 3 times a week on Pelican Sports, and also at your convenience on our YouTube and Facebook channel. Coach Johnson, tough loss against the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats. The Wildcats came in and took a 67-61 victory. Another game where we were up at the half and then unfortunately let it get away in the second half.
Yeah, Todd, all losses are tough. But that Bethune team, I tell you, they are one of the more talented offensive teams in this league. And coming into that game, we knew we couldn't get up in the 80s. Last time we lost an overtime game at Daytona. That game was in the 80s, way too high scoring for us. And in that first game, they didn't have Zion Harmon, which is one of the top guards in this league. So they came to us at full strength, and we knew we were going to be in for a dogfight. But Todd, that game was a lot closer than what you think, and I don't think they ever got away from us. It was a one-possession game at halftime. We were up by 2, and with 59 seconds left to go in that ball game, we were at the free throw line, and they were up by 3, one possession. So I just feel like this game was a game of missed opportunities. We didn't shoot our free throws very well. 14 of 25. We left 11 points on the table there and missed 9 layups in that game. So we missed some opportunities to win a close ball game at home against one of the top 5 teams in this league.
Coach, if you had some hair, I'd say that's the kind of stuff that gives you gray hair. Free throws and layups. Lord, how do we get better in that area?
I think part of it is confidence, and we just got to get guys believing that they can make the play. And confident enough and tough enough to step up there and make free throws.
2 of our players, Derek Tizano and Jaron Wilkins, had 12 and 11 respectively, but 2 of the Wildcats beat us up with 23 each. How do we stop these guys from exploding for 23 on us?
And again, those guards are really 2 of the better guards in this league. But more so than being concerned about 1 or 2 players, I was concerned about the point total. Mm-hmm. That game was in the 60s. I thought that was perfect for our liking. Our issue, to me, was on the offensive end. We only had 2 guys in double figures, and we needed a better game from Brandon Davis and Tajon Damasi. Didn't get it that night and didn't make our free throws, cost us a close ball game.
Well, there you have it from the coach. Let's jump into the highlights of what happened against the Bethune-Cookman Wildcats here at the Mini Dome. As you can see from the graphic from Coach Tavel, solid first half, as we talked about, up 29-27. Jaguars on a move. Great. There should have been an and one, huh, Coach?
Should have. There should have been a lot of things when you get to the officiating of that game. But, this time of year, what gives me joy in watching these clips is our guys are executing our offense, and we're getting pretty much the shots that we want on most of the possessions. There you see a great move by Jarion, but we need more of that from him. We need some of those toughness baskets, and Jalen Reynolds has really been playing tough for us inside. He gets a putback right there, but we're executing in the time of the year where you have to execute to be successful.
Coach, as I watch your team, what I really appreciate is the fact that you have built a culture of sharing the basketball where it doesn't seem like any guy is just going for his, like some teams, some players. Your guys are really, really moving the basketball around very well.
And Todd, there's always a time for a guy to break off a play and go and get a basket. And, I'm sure we're going to need some of that as we go down the stretch here. But our base is sharing the ball. And I appreciate the way our guys have done that.
There you see exactly what Coach said. Missed free throws, missed layups cost us this game on this night.
Not sure if I saw a foul there, though, Todd. But this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Unnecessary foul right there on the baseline. Tajon Damasi pushing the guy out of bounds. Here we're defending in the second half when they're making their run. Pretty good defense, bad closeout by Jarion, and then he reaches out and grabs a guy. Those are the ones that come back to haunt you. And here Brandon Davis fouls a three-point shooter.
Wow.
So
you can't have that.
Then you move on to the opportunities that we have. Bethune, by the way, 30 of 36 from the free throw line.
Incredible.
83%.
On your home court.
Yeah. I still don't know how they got 36 free throw attempts, but they made theirs, and we didn't make ours. And if we make 80% of ours, or just 75, which is our daily goal, then we win that ball game. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
This time of year, Coach, you need those free throws and those layups, and I'm sure you had some conversation after the game about those two things.
More than conversation. We went to work on Sunday and got in practice and worked on some of those things, free throws and tough baskets. And the one thing I'll tell you, our guys' attitude about the work, even after a tough loss, I love it. I think it's winning.
All right, when we come back, we're going to take a look at the Florida A&M highlights on Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ.
Contact local agent Anna Jones for a home and auto quote today.
Looking for Cajun seasoning? Go get the Red Can. We got the spice, you bring the rice. Low sodium, no MSG, and great flavor. Visit CajunNation.com for more products and merchandise, baby.
Did you know the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Baton Rouge is Delpit's Chicken Shack? From knuckle-sucking good fried chicken to a variety of daily lunch plates, Delpit's Chicken Shack serves the best fried chicken in Louisiana, with 2 locations to serve you at 413 North Acadian Thruway and 3939 Pawtucket Street. Delpit's Chicken Shack, the home of knuckle-sucking good fried chicken.
Contact local agent Anna Jones for a home and auto quote today.
Welcome back to Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ. All right, Coach, let's talk about the second game from the weekend as the Florida teams made their swing into Louisiana. The FAMU Rattlers paid us a visit, and it was a team that we beat in the first half. And in this game on last night, I thought we had control of this game from start to finish. Your guys played well and didn't let Florida A&M breathe.
FAMU coming in here knowing they're not going to make the tournament. The fear was they would come in here and play like they had nothing to lose and just be free. But one of the things I wanted to do was make sure we had a great defensive night, and we smothered them. We got on top of them early, Todd, and just never let up. And they had 23 at the half and finished with 44. So an impressive defensive performance by our guys.
Coach, 44 points by the Rattlers, 58 by the Jaguars means a W for the Jaguars. But this night was senior night, and so apropos that Drayshawn Allen kind of led us in scoring. His stroke was working. I saw him take some great shots, especially from 3. He finished out with 14, and Derek Zano had 13. Speak about your senior players, Coach, and what they've meant to the team this year.
You know, I'm so glad you asked me to do that, Todd, and I was so happy for Drayshawn Allen, and we'll start off with him. You know, Drayshawn Allen came here as a non-scholarship athlete and, you know, paid his own way, and he has already earned a degree. He graduated at the end of last year, and he did not have to come back for a senior year, but he wanted to be a part of what we were building, and I'm so thankful for him. And when he has success, I'm just so proud. And, you know, our nickname for Drayshawn is a microwave, and he was a microwave last night.
Like Vinny the Microwave from Detroit Pistons?
But we
Lower.
have, yeah, but we have some other seniors. Next we have the Jerion and Jerron, the twins, and those were the two guys when I first took this job that kind of welcomed me with open arms. They were open to everything I said and everything I wanted them to do.
Nice.
And I know they were going to be key pieces to the foundation of building this program. And it's been up and down year for Jerron, but his attitude remains positive.
Good.
I'm thankful for that. Jerion got hurt on practice before the first game. Missed a lot of the non-conference, but stayed with it. And when he came back, he wasn't in good form, but he stayed with it. Now he's a starter for us. And so I'm really thankful for the twins. And then my other two seniors, I'm going to go with Brandon Davis first. The first guy that I recruited out of the portal. And he knew right away he wanted to be at Southern University. And I knew he could be an impact player for us. And as it turns out, right now, he's our leading scorer.
Yep.
And is in great position to be an all-conference player. And just an outstanding young man and probably the most mature guy on our team. And then the last senior is Jalen Reynolds. And most people don't know this, but I want people to know that Jalen Reynolds spent about half last summer suspended.
Oh, wow.
He was unsure whether he wanted to make the commitment to come back and play here or do something else. And so I didn't stress him, I didn't pressure him, I wanted it to be his decision.
Yeah.
And so when he came back in the fall, we had a meeting and I said, hey, look, I'm gonna coach you harder than you were coached last year. He said, really? I thought I was gonna lose him then.
Yeah.
And then he came back, he said, no, coach, I believe, this is where I belong and I'm gonna help this program win. And you know, one of the things about him, the knowledge he gives to those two young bigs and Delang and Brente, I think, you know, the best gift you can get is the gift of giving.
Yep.
And he gives to those two young guys every day. So I'm just happy with the way he's been performing, and he is our enforcer in the paint.
Well, Coach, thanks for summing up the senior players for the Jaguars this year. Let's jump into those FAMU highlights and show the folks exactly what happened last night as the Rattlers came in. You know, Coach, as we start these playoffs, the Rattlers are such a cocky bunch. A lady was talking to me and a couple of my fraternity brothers, and she was talking so much stuff. It's like y'all losing and you still talking stuff. The FAMU Rattlers are a proud bunch, Coach.
But Todd, I don't have any problem with them winning the talking battle. I just wanted to make sure they didn't win on the scoreboard.
Absolutely. On this night, they surely didn't. Good defensive effort from the Jaguars. You see them there moving their feet. Good defensive block right there. A couple of times the Jaguars just seemed like everything went their way on this night with some of the plays. As you can see, another steal by the Jaguars. Good defense.
Todd, if you notice there on most of these defensive clips, when that ball starts coming towards the basket, you see a lane full of white jerseys.
Yep.
That was part of our defensive game plan. Our guys did a tremendous job executing.
You can see a nice move. Falling down made a nice little dime.
Sharing the ball, something that Tajon does really well. His assist-to-turnover ratio is incredible, and I think he's one of the top 5 guards in this conference. Love what he's doing, and I think he's got room to grow his game.
You see Drayshawn stroking the three-pointer on this night. I know I saw him hit at least 3 from my seat.
He was 4 for 5.
4 for 5.
You know, the microwave can heat up.
I really have enjoyed how Brente Noel has come on this second half of the season to say he's a young man. And I see a lot of upside in him. We can get him to eat about 2 plates of red beans and put on 40 pounds. he might be dangerous in the SWAC, Coach.
I think he will be. You know, he loves playing, and the thing I love about him, he's an outstanding young man. And when he doesn't have success, he really takes it hard, and you got to appreciate that coaching a young guy like that.
You see the Jaguars stymieing the
Great
FAMU
steal.
offense.
There's a microwave.
Yep, 14.
What we needed is production. And just you talk about timing. In that second half, we needed to separate, and he was Johnny on the spot.
I saw him one day in practice, Coach, hit about 12 threes in a row. And I was like, if this kid ever can get it going in a game, he's going to be incredible. And there he is. He's doing his thing. Good game, Mr. Allen. It was a good way to close out senior night. Well, there you have it. The Jaguars play their last game at A.W. Mumford for the 2023-2024 season. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the LaFleur Tillage Construction Players of the Week on Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ.
Southeast Auto Inc., proud sponsor of the Kevin Johnson basketball team as well as his coaches show. The powerful Jaguars, come visit us. 2 locations in the Baton Rouge area. One on Florida Boulevard between Wooddale and Lobdale, the other in Prairieville, Louisiana.
Depression, anxiety, trauma, nicotine dependence, and more. Many families are struggling with behavioral health issues. Reaching out for professional help is the best thing you can do for you and your family. At Care South, we are committed to helping individuals and families to heal, bounce back, and grow stronger. Our team of professionals are available for telehealth and in-person visits. Call for an appointment today at 225-650-2000. Hope and healing is just a phone call away.
Southeast Auto Inc., proud sponsor of the Kevin Johnson basketball team as well as his coaches show. The powerful Jaguars, come visit us. 2 locations in the Baton Rouge area. One on Florida Boulevard between Wooddale and Lobdale, the other in Prairieville, Louisiana.
Welcome back to Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ. Of course, each week in the show, we have the LaFleur Tillage Construction Players of the Week. Who were those LaFleur Tillage Players of the Week for this past weekend, Coach?
You know, from the Bethune-Cookman game, the top players in that game were Derek Tesno and Jerrion Wilkins. They were the only 2 guys in double figures, and probably what ended up costing us that game. But I'd like to recognize some new blood for FAMU. Players of the game, obviously 4 or 5 and 3-point line, the microwave, Drayshawn Allen. And then I'm so proud of what Brente was able to do, Brente Noel, in 14 minutes. He had 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
Two big blocks.
I can tell you this, if he'll have a good week of practice, he's going to play a lot more minutes coming up this week on the Alabama swing.
I like his energy. Well, thank you, Coach, for those LaFleur Tillage Players of the Week. Next up, of course, we always have Mr. Perry White. He gets a chance to catch up with a couple of Jaguar ballers. And this week he caught up with Jordan Johnson, Derek Tesno, and Brandon Davis and filed this report.
All right, Mr. Johnson, you look at you being one of the younger guys on the team. What have you learned so far this season from your teammates and from your coaches?
Definitely just fighting through adversity and pushing through all the tough days, not getting too low or too high, just staying kind of even keel.
You say staying even keel and not going too low, too high. Tough loss to Grambling, a rival, battle for first place in the SWAC. How do you bounce back and then defend home court against Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M?
Just going hard in practice all week. We're trying to flush that loss, look moving forward. You know, it's good to look back, see what we did wrong, but, you know, we're trying to win the championship, so we're just going to keep pushing.
And last thing I asked about leadership, you being a young guy on the team, but what do you look for out of a leader on the team?
We have a few different leaders, but I would say probably just being vocal and, you know, picking guys up when they're not having their best day.
All right, thank you. Mr. Tisano, been watching your game elevate through conference play. You're coming down to the last 4-game stretch of the season before you get to the tournament. What would you like to see to continue to improve on what you've already had?
Definitely being more aggressive, especially like down the stretch. That's when the team needs me the most. So, yeah, trying to be aggressive and finishing up games for sure.
We talk about accountability. You look at that second half against Grambling. What more would you like to see in terms of accountability with this team?
Definitely like bringing our leadership together, have a collective group come together and understand that we need to finish those games. We need to stay connected and down the stretch so we can finish up those games.
All right, thank you, Mr. Davis. Tough loss against Grambling, but you was able to assist your team. You look at you guys in the second half, blowing a halftime lead. What you think you guys can do better as a team as you come down to this last 4-game stretch of the regular season?
As a team, we just got to stay connected in that second half, not let up, play even harder, knowing that every game is going to be tougher, being that it's the end of the SWAC regular season.
When you look at yourself as a senior, talk about leadership. What ways can you better be a leader as your team get ready for the SWAC tournament?
For example, like down the stretch in that second half, I could be able to get our team more connected, being vocal, and just keeping them poised down the stretch when the other team get a run. And just keeping everybody together.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Perry. Thanks, gentlemen. Look forward to whoever Perry has coming up this week on the player interviews. When we come back, we're going to talk about our Alabama swing to close out the SWAC regular season on Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ.
Contact local agent Anna Jones for a home and auto quote today.
If your food tastes bland, that's not okay. Let us show you the Cajun Nation way. Shake on that flavor and fire up that pan. We can make your food taste grand. Go get the red can. That Cajun Nation seasoning.
Did you know the oldest continuously operating restaurant in Baton Rouge is Delpit's Chicken Shack? From knuckle-sucking good fried chicken to a variety of daily lunch plates, Delpit's Chicken Shack serves the best fried chicken in Louisiana, with 2 locations to serve you at 413 North Acadian Thruway and 3939 Pawtucket Street. Delpit's Chicken Shack, the home of knuckle-sucking good fried chicken.
Contact local agent Anna Jones for a home and auto quote today.
Welcome back to Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ. All right, Coach, last 2 regular season games of the 2023-2024 SWAC season against the Alabama teams, Alabama State and Alabama A&M this weekend. A little different mix-up. Usually we play Saturday, Monday. This week we're playing Thursday and Saturday. Why the change in schedule?
Because of conference tournament time and March Madness.
Okay.
We had to switch up this week so we could get that conference tournament in time enough to get ready for the NCAA tournament.
All right, good reason. The Hornets of Alabama State sit at 12-17 on the season, 7-9 in the SWAC, and they're coming off a 58-53 loss to Alabama A&M. What has A-State improved upon since the last time they lost to us 73-62 back on February 12th?
You know what? Again, they are this time of year like other teams. They're executing. They haven't been shooting the ball well lately, and I don't need them to shoot it well on Thursday night. But they've lost 3 in a row, Todd, and the last time they won was at home. And I know they're a team that plays with a lot more fire, a lot more juice at home. And so it's going to be a tough ball game for us, but certainly one we need.
they also are one of the SWAC teams who, to me, have some of the better facilities in the SWAC. I know on the football side, they really have nice facilities. Coach, then on Saturday, we played the Alabama A&M Bulldogs in Huntsville, which is one of my favorite stops in the SWAC as far as the city is concerned. The Bulldogs sit at 9-20 on the season, 8-8 in the SWAC, and they're coming off a 76-58 win. Coach, what has A&M improved on since we beat them 69-62 back on February 10th?
The game before we played them last time, they lost their leading scorer. And I have seen that group rally around each other, and they've gotten stronger and closer together, and they're going to be awfully tough. When they left that Louisiana swing, we beat them, and they went up to Grambling and won.
Okay.
And so since then, they have been playing tremendous basketball.
Confidence builder.
And the Alabama schools, they're fighting for their lives. They both need wins to guarantee themselves a place in the conference tournament. So we know we're in for a tough trip, but I think our guys are up for the challenge.
Coach, the team is second in the SWAC, a record of 11-5. If we sweep the Alabamas, do we have a chance of winning the regular season?
You know, Grambling only has 3 losses, and we would have to sweep and they would have to lose for us to have a share.
Okay. All right. When we come back, we're going to wrap up this week's edition of Inside Jaguar Basketball with Coach KJ. Coach, make sure we get those wins.
Southeast Auto Inc., proud sponsor of the Kevin Johnson basketball team as well as his coaches show. The powerful Jaguars, come visit us. 2 locations in the Baton Rouge area. One on Florida Boulevard between Wooddale and Lobdell, the other in Prairieville, Louisiana.
At CareSouth, we love kids, and we're here to make sure they have a healthy smile. Cleanings to sealants to fluoride treatments. Our highly trained staff is here to make the appointment fun and safe for infants to teens. Through April, new pediatric patients will receive a free electric toothbrush, and their names will be entered into a drawing for a $100 gift card. CareSouth Medical and Dental, Baton Rouge, Donaldsonville, and Plaquemine. We accept Medicaid, Medicare, and most private insurance. Call today.
Southeast Auto Inc., proud sponsor of the Kevin Johnson basketball team as well as his coaches show. The powerful Jaguars, come visit us. 2 locations in the Baton Rouge area. One on Florida Boulevard between Wooddale and Lobdell, the other in Prairieville, Louisiana.
Coach, I want to tell you guys to be safe on that slab this weekend. Got to travel those Alabama roads. Get up there and get those wins so we can close out the season and get ready for the SWAC conference. SWAC conference is in Birmingham, right?
That's correct. We're going to be out the whole time.
All right, Coach. We'll get those wins.
Go Jags!